It's James, the Elder Games Master. I am gathering resources today, which I don't consider necessarily that exciting. Oh, for those that might just be finding this at random, this is a permadeath survival run of Fallout 4 Anniversary Edition that I just picked up maybe a day or two ago. I did broadcast yesterday. I'm broadcasting today as well, but this is about getting resources. I need to improve my gear, and so I need to be grabbing early resources from Sanctuary and Red Rocket, actually. With this being a survival run, and I do need to change that turret, with this being a survival, what is Dog Meat finding up on top of here? He's going to find a lot of resources. That's the thing. I haven't grabbed any yet, so I really should be working on that. Okay. Actually, let me go see what he is going on about. Another thing I need to do is get those workstations up top. So, again, if you're just joining me, it's the Elder Games Master. My name is James. This is a permadeath run of Fallout 4 on survival. Have to eat, have to drink, have to sleep. And rather than set up in Sanctuary the way that... So there's going to be a lot of unusual aspects to this run. I don't set up in Sanctuary. I don't talk to Cogsworth initially. I like talking to him at the end of the game, if anything. I do not go to the Minutemen in Concord again until possibly the end of the game at that point. But I need to grab resources. I need to upgrade my weaponry. I need to upgrade that turret that's up there, for example. So let me get started doing that type of thing. Hopefully Dog Meat doesn't immediately react again. We'll see what happens. I like using the miniature floors. There we go. And yep, just like that, just like that. And now the turrets. And especially if I don't have, oh, I don't need a guard post at the top of the staircase. What I need is a turret. And can I build it? This is why I need resources. I'm missing circuitry, I'm missing oil at the moment. So, okay, before I go any further, I really need to do this resource run that I'm streaming for you at the moment. Part of this being a resource run as well is also to take these workstations and get them up top so that there's, from what I've seen when I've put them up here before, by putting them up here, there's no risk of them getting destroyed at that point. Okay, there's the power armor station, the armory station. I actually prefer putting the chemistry station next to that next. So I'll get that up here. And normally I like defending this place a little better, but again, in order to do that, I need to get I need to get oil, I need to get circuitry. But let me get these workstations out of the way first, just in case. If you do wind up doing the same thing that I'm doing where you make Red Rocket your base, very specifically, encounters tend to come either from this direction that I have this gun turret already kind of aimed at, like over there at that corner, or they tend to happen over in this direction. They tend to come from over in that direction near that rock, for example, that I'm looking right at. And you know what? At some point, it'd be a good idea for me to make a generator and get some electricity up here, wouldn't it? Am I missing anything else in terms of the workshop at the moment? And actually, let me see how this is doing in terms of the broadcast, in case anybody happens to show up. Okay. Okay. So with that set up, oh, I haven't even grabbed any of this, have I, at this point? I need to be... I didn't even come close to looting this place earlier. Cram. I'm going to hope that my natural hunting food that I've gotten will last. Anybody that's actually played this game for a while will have easily done exactly what I'm doing now. Maybe there'll be some small stuff that you haven't done before. Cap stash right there. Ooh, meat and wine. The higher your luck, the better the resources you can find randomly in some containers. So I will actually need to remember to cook that meat up here in a little bit. And I think I've got all of the... I should have the weapon workbench. Weapon workbench is actually in the house. Armor, chems, or not chems, but, well, yeah, chemistry station. Power armor station. I like having the power armor station actually near the entrance, very specifically so that I'm not burning up the fusion core batteries when I'm walking around with them. They do tend to be very limited in this game. I gotta admit as well, this is a drug-free run. I tend to not use the drugs other than stim packs, other than the medication, effectively. So, don't expect me to be going crazy on Jet or Psycho on this. I need to be careful because there are still... What did I just drop? Oh, I need to store that. I need bottles. Bottles for purified water, which does remind me I actually need... I say need. I actually do want to go back to Fallout, to Vault 1. Yeah, to Fallout 111. No, that'll be amazing when we get up to that version. Fallout 111? We haven't even made it to 5 yet, unfortunately. At least as of this, as of creating this stream. It would be nice. It would be nice to see. Of course, where are they going to go? Colorado, maybe? There is the show that they did not too long ago. Okay. The hard part is there are definitely insects down there, so I need to be really careful how far in that direction I go. I don't want to provoke/invoke the insects. I like this being as clean as possible so that if I wind up having... And generally it's turrets. As many turrets as I can make to be cleaning, to be defending this place. The important thing is my one entrance up to the roof at this point has a turret pretty much guarding it. It's not at a perfect angle in my opinion. Did I forget something from that kit? I guess I must have at this point. Okay, all of these tires are good for rubber. I need to store that bottle, not destroy it. Take out the sign. I don't want anything that if the turrets have to start shooting at something that the encounter can hide behind. That the encounter has cover for my turrets. So this is really me taking out any cover that might be there for stuff to hide behind. Got to be careful up here as well. Again, if you're playing on survival, especially if you're playing on survival like Radaway, not healthy for you. So you want to try and get as few rads as possible. I believe, and I'm not remember immediately, but I believe that there's a nice easy way, not an easy way, but there's eventually a safer way to get rid of rads, as I recall. Seeing a doctor, I'm sure. Okay, all of this, including that ashtray, which is ceramic. Ceramics have their uses. The no smoking sign, that can go, that can go, those can go. Now, I don't remember, I thought at one point there was something where if people gain access to your workbench that they can actually steal stuff from it. Now, I could be wrong on that, but one way in which very early on I found, or at least has worked so far, is to fence it off effectively. something like that. Now, hopefully I can't interact with this through here anymore. Which leads me back to the workstations that I just put upstairs safely, because up here, now I have access to everything that is in the workshop without actually needing direct access to the workshop down below. So that's now walled off, as it were. And I'll still be able to see. If something miraculously gets through the wall somehow, I will still be able to know it. That's actually this is one of the newer walls too. I'm actually glad to see that they made something like this for the anniversary edition. I do not remember that from the original. Boxes, scissors. Wow, all this stuff will just fall. Or it won't. Tires. The mole rat bodies, those might be there forever. Cloth. Cloth, yes. Hot plates, always good in this game. In fact, that might have given me some of the circuitry that I was needing. One thing that I don't think I can get here, I think I already grabbed everything that would give me oil, for example. I could be wrong. Again, this is a resource run, effectively, at the moment. I want to both improve my weaponry and my base, obviously. In this case, again, because I'm on survival, there's no fast traveling in survival. So, like, I still like it being here relatively near the beginning, but Sanctuary is just, it's just one bridge too far. And I'm not exaggerating that. There's literally like one bridge right over there. Having it here on survival is just a slight bit easier in this case. I think I have just... Oh, I didn't clear out the office yet, did I? And did I miss some... I thought something just highlighted on the ground. Ooh. Coolant schematics. I'll get back... I don't want to destroy those if they're schematics. Okay. I think I've got just about everything in here destroyed. I say destroyed. Scrapped. Okay. The signs, too. Security fencing. Oh! I was about to destroy the very fence that's protecting my workshop. The hard hat you can get from here, for example. I really need to get more armor pieces as well. It's starting to get dark at this point. It's going to be a little problematic, but not too badly. Okay, let me see if I can build that other turret. I don't think I picked up enough oil to be doing this, unfortunately. Let's see. And again, I'm going... I did, okay. So I can do one. Let's actually do it on... Let's actually do it right there. I mean, with so few resources here at the beginning, let me not waste this. Let me put this right over... I'll just magically float this over here. Put that right there. Oh! Didn't realize I still had a tree in the way. And that lamppost has got to go. Okay, so this will pretty much take care of Red Rocket in terms of resources. I'm very glad I was able to get... Now, at this point, I'm completely out of oil, but I was very glad I was able to get enough resources to actually get an improved turret. I like the improved turrets. I do highly recommend, especially if you're playing on survival, Gun Nut level 1. I highly recommend it, especially if you're using guns. Okay, so that takes care of the work that I was doing here at Red Rocket. Let's head over. Last time I was playing, I actually hunted. There were some animals to hunt right over here. You know what? That reminds me of the food real quick. Let me go make my food. You may have noticed that I broke down some cement cinder blocks that appeared to be a fire. You actually do not need the fire for this cooking station. Oh, there, I zoomed past it. Ribeye steak. I've got some steak now. Okay, on my very first playthrough, the previous playthrough of this, I barely touched on Sanctuary. Let me head back there. Let me actually grab Sanctuary, but I am going to avoid Cogsworth. He has some unique dialogue if you don't talk to him until later in the game. Uh, and so I actually prefer not picking up Cogsworth, not talking to him until I'm pretty much done with the game. And I'm like, okay, now I'm looking for something. Oh, right. Hey, Cogsworth, I should talk to you finally. It's a bit of a backwards approach to playing the game in this case. But this also means I need to be careful not to talk to him right now. So, and I don't have everything dead here at this point. Not everything is uh, not everything has been taken care of yet, so I do have to be a bit careful. Okay, so Cogsworth is actually right over there. As long as I don't get too close to him, I won't... Like, he may come towards me. If he starts doing that, at that point, that's an indicator to me that I am too close to him. I'm actually running low on purified water as well. So, so now that I've already got Red Rocket set up as my primary base, now I'll come over here. And now I'll activate the workshop over here at Sanctuary. Completely backwards from what a lot of people normally do. Ah, there we go. Some oil. The battery. Ooh, a good amount of oil there. I kind of needed that. And this is... Now, with me playing on Permadeath, I need to be extra careful of what I'm doing. So, I don't have good sights on this at the moment. Hopefully, Cogsworth doesn't come to investigate that. Which is weird, I know, right? Most people would be like, oh, you know, extra companion, let's have him. I cannot remember if on survival your companions will permanently die if they get killed. I know dog meat won't. And dog meat allows you to use the... Like, I'm using the Lone Wanderer perk as well. I know... Okay. I believe that's all of the flies that were in here at this point. I'll admit, I don't like eating the... I don't like the insect meat in this game. Which may sound weird, but you're not going to the best of my ability, you're going to not catch me eating red roaches. It just does. Antibiotics. This is why I recommend at least a slyer. Like, don't make luck a dump stat in this. Okay, what else do we have at the moment? 10mm pistol hiding in the corner. Okay, so that's those insects. Now, unfortunately, there's two more over here. And I need to remember as well, because I now have this as a potential settlement. And if this settlement gets raided, Red Rocket is my main one. So this, I need to be careful, Cogsworth. If I make it far enough in the game, I absolutely will be picking up settlers, as it were. And at that point, I will definitely be tricking out Sanctuary. Sanctuary is good if you have a lot of settlers. If you have a bunch of people for your settlements, as it were, or if you want to be... I've had a couple of friends that doing settlements, even if you're doing it on survival, it's still fun. Building up settlements, they were very smart when they made that part of this. It's enjoyable. So now I'm maybe being a little too picky. Arguably, it wouldn't be a bad idea for me to set up a water purifier in this river. In fact, I may have to. I don't remember what all was needed for that. 3 cans of cram so far. I still haven't even. There's actually more bloat flies to deal with, I believe. Bottles. This backyard, I think, has bottles. Yes, and I mean, I can only store that. I actually think I want to leave this table here because that light I don't think is independent of it, and that's a nice free light that's. Yeah, I think I'm actually going to leave that light right there. It's probably a good thing I'm doing this at night so I remembered the lantern on that table. It's a wonderful playground, but I tend to leave this doghouse for dog meat if I'm over here for some reason. There have been times in the past where I've done a nice standard, like, okay, let's make Sanctuary the main base at that point. So, again, especially if you're building up settlements, they really spoil us with Sanctuary. Don't let me destroy that. Okay. I don't have the music going. It is a concern. I don't want to get in trouble for playing music that is not allowed for some weird reason. So this is a very quiet version. That's part of the reason I'm talking so much as well. This is me filling in the silence a little bit, as it were. Not that that's necessarily needed. I'm also told I have one of those radio voices. Welcome to Fallout 4 Anniversary Edition. I'm James, Elder Games Master. I'll be your DJ tonight. Okay, actually, for creating a farm as well, I think there's fertilizer back here with the chemistry. I need to be careful not to destroy the chemistry. Yeah, right there, fertilizer. Not the barrels, though. Yeah, let me just bring that over. I'm not going to get too in-depth with this settlement building that I'm doing a bit of at the moment. Again, I'm going to, for this run at least. And here's the thing: I haven't done this in years. This is a lot of this I'm simply doing from what I remember from doing this years ago, before the anniversary, well before the anniversary edition came out. This is kind of a blast to the past, as it were. And this is almost a problem for me. And I have this problem where I like challenging myself when I'm playing these games. Thus the not just survival. This is not just a survival run. This is a permadeath survival run. If I get killed, at that point, I'm going to be getting rid of the save file. I may like I'll probably need to take a break from the stream at the end of at that point. Erase the save file, and then we'll see if I start again at that point. I am having a good time being back in Fallout 4 at the moment. And I'm enjoying like, having a bamboo hut as opposed to just a rundown post-apocalyptic hut for the base on Red Rocket, for example. That part, that's a nice touch on that. There's probably a lot more to it that I haven't even jumped in about yet. Here, I don't necessarily want this to make this entire stream about clearing out these places. Key parts. There need to be key parts for this. I think there might be some. There's screwdriver and the cabinet. I can't remember. I guess those cabinets didn't have anything in them. I only want one. You only want one doghouse in Sanctuary. I think there were three. I'm leaving the one intact that's down near the entrance in this case. But again, I don't even know if, with me not using this as primary sanctuary, if Dogmeat's going to bother using it at that point. Well, okay, that's me. Again, I haven't played this in years. This is me remembering with the companions. It's a matter of me going, hey, Dogmeat, let me tell you to go someplace if I want to dismiss him, isn't it? And in which case, in the past, I've dismissed him here to Sanctuary. Again, when it's been my my primary base. But the problem with making it a primary base on survival, again, no fast travel. And so if you're making a trek down to Diamond City or much further south, the Sea of Tranquility, for example, saving yourself that extra few minutes of not having to come all the way back up here. Again, if you're going to be collecting settlers, for example, this place really is perfect for it. But on survival, when you do not have fast travel, honestly, I especially here at the beginning, I highly recommend, at the very least, Red Rocket down the way. It's still close to this place, but it saves you just that little bit further that otherwise you'd have to do every time you want to come back to your primary place. Okay, I think I actually want to just grab that. Bottles or what there we go, there's a bottle. Is there a bottle in here? Nope, that's a tin can. Yeah. For almost all Fallout 4 players, this is the part that they do at the very beginning. And this is a really easy way if you're trying to level up. This is a really, really easy way to level up. You just start building here. Just start building up in Sanctuary, you'll level up. So why aren't I doing that? There's an interesting question, isn't it? Why aren't I like, okay, you have to maximize your intelligence. Or, ironically for Fallout 4, maximize your luck. Take what I did consider taking Idiot Savant. I did not want viewers suffering through the the laughter that happens every time Idiot Savant pings, as it were. So you won't find me taking Idiot Savant on this run, primarily so that the rest of you, as fun as that laughter is, or maybe if for some reason I get a bunch of followers and they really want to hear the idiotic laughter over and over and over again, maybe, and that's a hard maybe. Do I want to hear it that much? I'm going to clean up this one robot town. One wooden post at a time. Okay. I still haven't dealt with... If you do wind up doing multiple settlers, I actually like using this as like a main spot to build for them. Sometimes I actually like this spot over here as well. This spot in particular puts you really close to the workbench, for example. I think there's oil in here too, isn't there? Right there. And a coffee pot. Can't be playing this without coffee. I like a good, clean suit. I actually do. They're good for charisma. And especially for... I'll be surprised if anyone doesn't know this already, but there is... Actually, I absolutely know that some people don't know this already. There absolutely is an encounter. I won't spoil it, but there's an encounter south of here, past Carla, that having a high charisma is actually... You can get 2 vendors from having high... Now, they're not necessarily good vendors to have, but they're still vendors. Okay, I need to actually quiet down a little bit and concentrate. You know what else I need to do? I have realized I need to swap these because I believe, okay, and that should be swapped back to that now. I swapped them actually for the first version of this playthrough that I was doing, and then I was constantly like I was punching at the air constantly like that when I meant to be doing this. And oh shoot. Problem is I have a short barrel on this right now. Okay. I do appreciate you can actually cut the cinematics short. Oh crap, it sees me already. I really don't want to get... Come on. No, not. Yeah, that's just what I need to do, be shooting him. There we go. That's the shot I want to take. That's got to be a good one. Is that all of it? That's all of it. Okay, again, I don't want to eat the meat. The glands are good for acid. And as I recall, and again, with this being much, much later, acid might not be as useful as it used to be. Do I hear another one? Is there a third one and I'm just missing it? There might be. There is. Wow, that one is very lucky. Not it is lucky. I am lucky that I somehow didn't wake it up just by running around in the house the way I am. Vault-Tec Overseer t-shirt. Interesting. No. For those that also don't already know, on my previous playthrough, right in my very first playthrough, which was right before this, I went to the settlement, the potential settlement. I didn't actually claim it, but there's a potential settlement that has a robot that says Groovy, and the reason there's 2 meat showing up on that bloatfly is because there's a magazine at that settlement that you can grab that will double the amount of meat you get, which is actually very useful here on Survival. Here's a attempt. I think I will actually attempt to break into this safe. I could have just claimed it for the workshop, as it were. Sweet. I mean, let's just take it all. How is my... Everything has weight on this, by the way. I'm at 115 of 155 at the moment. A formal hat. I found a clean black suit. I found a formal hat. I can... What do they call that? Dressing to the nines, as it were? What fell off of that? I think those are... I think I see scissors. I don't think I can grab them at the moment, though. That's fine. I'm not going to waste 10 minutes of your time just trying to pick up a pair of scissors off the ground. Not happening. Ooh, is that a Nuka-Cola? Okay, I need to just store that one. The milk bottle. And I have to store that. I actually don't like using the pre-war foods because they tend to have, and I could be wrong about this these days, but they tend to have radiation. And if you let the radiation kind of creep up on you, eventually it does start to get really bad. So, bubblegum. I don't think there's any downside to bubblegum. I could be wrong on this. Okay, I believe I have everything dead in here now. Now, for those who haven't played this before as well, I think it's this building. Pretty sure it's this building. Two aspects of this building. First of all, you have to go outside of the building area anyway. That basement right there, we're coming back to for sure. But if you actually can walk up that back branch, you'll find a duffel bag up here. Oh, I've got to get sleep. So first of all, and I didn't even notice I'm thirsty in this case. I absolutely need to make a water run right after this as well. Part of the reason I've been collecting bottles. So for those that already know, like there's the workbench over there. That's the house the bloat flies were at. This blue house, and I think that's a wrecked house I could destroy, but this blue house, duffel bag on the roof that you can go up the branch on the back to get to. And then here, money. There's absolutely money down here to get. Aluminum tends to be useful. That is not the money I'm actually talking about. You have some pre-war foods. Again, I prefer not to use them if I can help it. More bottles. More bottles, more empty bottles specifically means more water. I actually, alcohol, if anything. You may have already noticed. You may have already noticed the real money right here. You don't even have to break into the safe. Okay, the real money, gold bar, gold bar, gold bar. You can get a good amount of money. Oh, more purified water. But you can get a good amount of money for those gold bars. And they're near the safe, but they're not locked away in it. They're just right here on the ground. Very, very useful to have. More purified water. Aluminum cans. Aluminum, as I recall, tends to be... All of this is as I recall. But I remember aluminum being very useful as well. Do I need a shovel? I don't think I need a shovel. Toolbox I looted. Oh, can't forget the sugar bombs. 100% daily allotment of sugar. Whatever difficulty you might play Fallout 4 on, I strongly recommend this root cellar in the back of this blue building in Sanctuary. It's got good stuff in it. Also hiding on the roof is that duffel bag right up there. Okay. I've got a good amount of stuff at this point. I'd be amazed if I don't have enough oil to actually work on my weapons a bit more. Let me... the bubblegums do have one rad. I was mentioning that type of stuff can sneak up on you. Fertilizer is needed if you want to start a garden on the roof. I don't need those. What I need are the bottles, very specifically. Nuka-Cola, again, it's got 5 rads actually from it. I'm not going to grab absolutely everything from here. Screws, especially for guns, are useful. Stim packs. I don't think I need the sunglasses, as fun as they would be. A lot of wood, and more than I could ever carry, really. I think. I mean, I'll take that with me. If I wind up needing more, then Sanctuary is my backup resource plan in this case. Oh, that's right. I'm tiring myself out. You know what? This is just me being a little picky. Scrap. I believe this trash can is where I picked up 2 grenades. Yeah, we always store grenades in there. Okay, let me go back to my base and get a little bit of sleep. And my next plan of action is to actually return to Vault 111 with as many empty bottles as I can, and get some water. Get some purified water specifically. Especially with Sanctuary, I might even need to build a water purifier there. Oh, no, I'm peckish from lack of food. Even ammunition has weight, so I really don't want to be carrying around a bunch of this stuff. Those can be sold later. I shouldn't need more than at point. I don't need those. Don't need those. That has a good charisma bonus on it. Don't want the gum. Only need one of these. There's the +2 charisma for the clean black suit. Not even sure how to use that. That was something new to me. Formal hat is 1 charisma. I want the grenades for later. The mine is debatable. That's a tough one. Don't want the alcohol. I really don't want the Med-X, tempting as it is. Want chops. Don't want the Nuka-Cola. I would prefer to get this into a semi-functional, poor man's sniper rifle, as it were. Don't need the pork and beans. Not going to be using the drugs. Purified water. Okay, I have 5 of those at least. Salisbury steak. 9 rads. Again, bad idea. Sugar bombs. Oh, that's right. I can't wear this jumpsuit with armor. I had to go back to the original jumpsuit for that. There's the survival guide I recommend, this hunting in the woods one. Sentimental value. Don't need the wine. Got myself down to 38 pounds of weight. Let's get... And I want to say if you don't get enough sleep, there's a good chance you catch a disease of some sort, which is why you see me going for a full 8 hours, not necessary, for example. Okay. I was hungry. Yes, still hungry at the moment. I just slept 8 hours. That does calculate in. Now, the important thing is how many bottles do I have? Actually, I can find that under junk, can't I? 7 coffee pots, milk bottles, bottle. If it says bottle at the end of it, I want to be taking these with me. Okay, actually looks like I may indeed need to be creating a water purifier and ergo some defenses up there, but we'll see how that goes. Before I get to that, though, the pistol. I definitely want to increase the range. I've already got a sharpshooter. The sights. Oh, I need nuclear material for that. And 2 nuclear material for those. I'd really like a reflex sight, if I could help it. A suppressor's probably gun not rank 2, yeah. I have the powerful receiver. Okay, it looks like all I can do for the moment. Okay, dog meat. Let's go get some purified water. And I want to say there's actually some nuclear resources, some nuclear materials that I didn't get from Sanctuary. I know exactly where to get them. And Cogsworth is guarding the way. Again, I don't want him coming in to talk to me, though. How strange of a Fallout 4 playthrough is that? I must be avoiding Cogsworth. Okay. I know where to at least get one, and again. I did do this earlier for the special book. I actually took a point of luck when I did this in the previous run. And then right back here, kind of scary that the idea is... No. Oh, no. I don't want him... Did Cogsworth notice me? I don't think he did. Good. Kind of scary to think that have a 1950s board game with actual nuclear material in it. Like Fallout. Then again, I've heard there were some actual kind of concerning toys way back when, so... Let me go get some purified water. I may indeed need to may need to build like a turret and a water purifier in Sanctuary itself as well. But that's what today's live stream is all about. Today's live stream is about early resources in the game. And I'm thinking for the next one, or maybe the end of this one, we'll see how it goes, a starting suit of power armor would be very useful, wouldn't it? So, and there's a way to get one, but it's dangerous, especially here at the beginning. The elevator does still work. For those of you who don't know, there used to be, a long time ago, down here there's a cryolator weapon, a freezing weapon, that you used to be able to have dog meat retrieved for you. I don't think it works. I actually don't feel like trying it either. The main reason that I'm down here, just for a few minutes, hopefully only for a few minutes, so I bang my head against that. Is dog meat? Yeah, dog meat's not even down here with me at the moment. And that would be how they kept us from doing that. Make sure there's no other unexpected surprises. Well, that's how they keep you from having dog meat. Get the, there's a cryolator right there, but if he's not down here, I'm not getting it. Now, actually, I just realized rather than use one of my own purified water for this, I should be able to just drink this. Take a couple extra sips. I don't know if that will make a difference. And now fill up these empty bottles that I've brought with me in this case. This could take a hot minute. I think I only got 9 with me, but still. Okay. When it says, when there's no more fill bottle option, you've filled up all the bottles you have. I certainly hope dog meat is still waiting upstairs for me at least. I mean, if he's not, he's got to be back at Red Rocket. Am I right? So. Anybody that might be joining or looking at this now, I go by Elder Games Master. I'm James. This is a permadeath survival run of Fallout 4. Hey, there's dog meat. How badly do I want food? That is as tempting as that would be. I don't want it that badly yet. 19 purified water actually sounds like a lot, but every time you use a stim pack, you get parched on that. You actually deplete your water. Me running, arguably, is draining from my water and my food. But I'm not going to be walking everywhere just to conserve resources in this case. Nearly level 3. I'm not going to just a cap on, well, the water purifier idea. That's what I really should be looking at. Come on, I should be able to build here now. There we go. Okay, I personally have just found this is a nice place to build. Can I actually just scrap that from here? I can. I think I could even reach that, but my next perk is probably going to be Water Boy regardless. Do I? Okay, I need 2 circuitry, 2 gears, and 4 oil for turret. And then, yeah, this is definitely, today's stream is definitely a resource run, as it were. Let's start with the defense. That way I don't build the water purifier. I come back across the bridge from Red Rocket and all of a sudden someone is attacking. So what did I say? I want 2 circuitry, 2 gear, and 4 oil. 2 gear and 4 oil. You would think I'd be smart enough to write this down, but I'm not being that type of smart. Let's see what happens. By the way, be careful if you don't want radiation. Those things, if you stand too close to them for too long, they puff out radiation. Not a lot, but again, every little bit. Okay, where is junk? What did I say? 4 oil, 2 gears, perfect, and I cannot remember what the other thing was. 4 oil, perfect. You know what? I can actually check it here, right here, can't I? At that point. 2 circuitry. That's the other part I needed. I've won. Oh. Now I'm positive there was a search function for those type of things before. And actually, I probably could set the fertilizer. Before I head back up there, I should actually show you how to set up a garden on top of here. Circuitry, telephone, perfect. Okay, before I go to do that though, how to make a rooftop garden for yourself. These wooden garden plots right here. This is just me being overly picky on like how I'm lining this up, as it were. Again, I grabbed near the chemistry station that's up at Sanctuary. There's a bag of fertilizer. Boom. 2 garden plots. That's all I personally have ever needed if you want to be growing things. Also reminds me, like, now, yeah, this is some irony. This actually counts as dirt right here. So you can just build. Oh, I just used one of the gears, though. I'll have to grab another one. Now, here's the important thing, is does this have clean water? I think it does. Oh, okay. I put that on here a little. There we go. I really don't need a water purifier up at Sanctuary then, do I? Which really means I could put that extra turret here. And or improve my weapons from it. Let me check about improving my weapon first. Weapons, really. Oh, I can do glow sights, but it's really the reflex sight. I need one more in this case. Okay. Okay. Looks like I don't need that water purifier in that case. I'd completely forgotten you can do a water pump right there. Ammunition. I want that. Don't need the short barrel. Coolant schematics, really? What are those for? Let me see if I can. I don't even remember what that's for. Cannot equip it. What am I at? 44 pounds. Okay. I really could use more armor as well. I don't need that. Some of this I arguably don't need as well. Now, some of you are, anybody that's played this before might be like, why haven't you gone up to this? So let's head up there. For those that don't already know, there are a couple bugs up here. I don't eat bugs, but arguably more importantly, some very strong reasons to come up here. First of all, the first aid kit. Secondly, 2 more purified water. 3. And for those that may not already know, there's actually a what is it, a grave? There should be a dug. No, it's not. It's a buried chest is what it is. Ah, leather chest piece. Hey, it's a good thing I came up here. And as it turns out, I didn't need to fight the bugs in this case. Okay, I'm a little more armored at this point. Okay, I think that's good in terms of resources at the moment, but I do want to push forward just a bit. Let's actually take some of that gold and some of the things to sell, and let's go meet Carla and maybe find out, and I'll put it this way, and find out about the vendors. Let's go find out about the vendors. This will take me a moment. Okay, what do I have? This is me being meticulous about my inventory. I actually don't trust myself with that mine. I do not need the security baton. 2 charisma, 2 charisma. I actually prefer the nice suit, and I wish that you could wear armor over that. Those look nice. You don't need to be, you need to carry some water on you. Again, every time you use a stim pack, you're going to parch yourself at best. So maybe 8. I'm thinking 8. Rad-X, Radaway, like, I'm going to keep 1 emergency Radaway, and that's if for some strange reason I really overdo it. I shouldn't need more than 5 stim packs at best. I've only got 46 rounds. Okay, so now that I have that set aside on the one side, let's actually go find stuff that I could easily sell to Carla, as it were. Now, if you've never played the game before, like, I'll go introduce you to Carla in just a minute. Arguably, I shouldn't be giving away who that is, but not that much of a giveaway, I think. The mod junk. Okay, junk. This is actually where the gold bars will be, and they are worth a lot. $450 each. Was there anything else? I mean, again, I don't plan on using the drugs, so... Oh, the Rad-X I might need for the City of Tranquility later. And if you don't know what that is, that's not something I'm going to talk to you about right now. It's where the bomb went off. The initial bomb. Do I really need some of these? Are any of these worth... Oh, that's tempting, but I actually... Okay, I absolutely don't need those. Glow-sighted heavy pistol. I don't need these. I don't use the shotguns. I will just come out and say that. Okay. So, as part of resources, let's go find a vendor. Let's see if we can do some shopping. Now, I know some people love the Minutemen. Minutemen are located right over there. It's kind of the standard opening for the game. I'm going to skip it. You actually do get unique dialogue much later in the game if you don't go and talk to them until, like, literally for me, it would be like, is there anything left for me to do in the game? Oh, yes, I should go talk to the Minutemen finally and save them. That distress, I think the distress signal is theirs, isn't it? You do need to be careful here, and I need to be careful here, because this can be a random encounter, or in this case, I guess I've had this be landmines before. I've had this be other things. That's the Raiders shooting at Preston. If you don't know who Preston Garvey is, good for you. I don't mind the person. I really don't. He's a wonderful person. He's got a good heart. But I do not want to be saving a settlement every other, I get back to the Red Rocket. Hey, there's another settlement that needs saving. Like, I don't want to be doing that. Okay. The good news is somewhere up ahead is Carla. The bad news is I've never done this without a hostile encounter near her. So if you just go straight to this vendor, that vendor up ahead with that, if you just go straight up and talk to her, the hostile encounter nearby will jump you while you're talking to her. Now, maybe that's changed. Maybe I'm just being paranoid. Let's find out, shall we? Wow, maybe I am actually being paranoid right now. That is awesome. I highly recommend being cautious when you approach her. Here, let me walk by her a little bit. So this is the vendor I was hoping to talk to. Literally, Trash Can Carla. Okay, there it is right there. Apparently getting near her. And here's the thing, if you're like talking to her and wheeling and dealing with her, notice how these guys are coming in this direction. If you're standing right where you're at with her, you're so close to the intersection, they do notice her. They will start a fight with you and her, and of course, this is catching you in the middle of a dialogue. Let's see if they notice me and her, or if they just walk by. I'm on survival mode. It's early game. I just got one piece of chest armor in this case. Let's see if they will just keep walking by. They're actually coming this way even. They've stopped. Okay, there's the fight that I was talking about. Again, if you're not... Oh, crap. Yeah. Ah, crap. I'm playing this with 10 endurance, and one shot from that guy took off that much health. Now the plus side is that dog meat should still be fighting. Now he backed up with me. Carla, I think, can tank this. I don't want to shoot her. Hello? Okay. Oh, shoot. And now I've been seen again. I don't know if you hear it, if you can hear it, but those are bullets whistling by me. Yeah, that guy right there. Those guys. Ah! Ah! Okay. And parched from lack of water at that point. Okay, I got back to caution. I am thirsty at this point. A few bullets, that's all it takes on survival. I'd really meant for today to be a nice boring live stream, and silly me, Forgot. I'm playing on survival. Another difficulty that I'm having is I got to remember the controls properly. And I would really like to save my grenades. There's another section. Okay, they ran that way. How is Carla? Hopefully Carla's not dead. Last I knew, she cannot be killed. But again, I'm playing on survival. Don't know if that's legitimately the case. That's where I got shot. What do we got down here? I will feel bad if Carla is dead. Nope, she is very much alive. Do we have any dead bodies? More importantly, do we have any live ones? We do! What is this guy doing? Okay. I mean, no offense, Scav, but... No, not you. Ah, phew. Shit, it says I'm in danger at the moment, though. Okay, if I'm lucky, the scavengers have joined, like they chased after the Brahmin, and now they've joined the fight that's going on against Preston Garvey. I don't know. I seem to be hidden at the moment. I've forgotten how little damage you do on survival as well, or maybe that's newer, but I mean, I'll take all of this. I'll sell it all to Carla later. Okay, I'm not seeing anything threatening. Near Carla, by the way. Little fire going on over here. If you are a drug user, I believe, first of all, there's a stash right here, but one of the things, I believe, Addictol, just like in the show, although not like at the show where it made her violently ill. But basically, Addictol, if you get an addiction that you do not want, Addictol will get rid of all of your addictions all at once. Yeah, I think I'm lucky, and I think those scavengers joined the Preston Garvey fight. More power to them. I hope they stay up there. One last check. Especially with that guy that was just right there. Okay, I'm not even going to mess with that at this point. I think I will be okay. You know what? I'll keep my gun out, just in case.
Yeah.
Hi, Carla.
Hey there.
So what's your story? Looking to trade?
Shoot.
Rob me? Or just ask directions to Diamond City?
I don't like threatening her. I'm just going to barter
Let's see
with her.
what you've got.
I have a little bit of everything.
Okay. Here's the important thing. I didn't put on it. I didn't dress to the nines for this, did I? So, apparel. Put on the formal hat. Put on a nice clean black suit, which takes off my armor. You got to be careful with that with charisma clothing. Now, yeah, I look pretty good. And now, by the way, for those that don't...
Back again? Time to do business?
She actually, at this point, will travel between Sanctuary and the diner that's up ahead.
Let's see what you got.
Yeah, keep your shirt on.
After the first time you talk to her, she no longer sits just right here. She actually will start traveling now. So, okay. I don't need the pistols. I want, as much as I don't want them, I do want the... I don't want these, don't need those. That's the wrong caliber. Cage armor. Funny, but I don't need it. +1 luck. Tempting. Bourbon. These things that I picked up. One gold bar will get me, with a little extra charisma, it gets me 100 73. You don't need anytime you mod weapons, the old mods, feel free to sell them to a vendor. Now, I want to say she actually had something that I really wanted at one point. The hunting rifle, maybe? Might not be it. Might be some of the next vendors, one of the next vendors coming up as well. What might it have been? Grab some Molotovs. A submachine gun. God, I wish I could remember what it was exactly. Interesting. Military backpack. That's new. I actually like the military cap. Unusual, but okay. This reminds me right here, at some point I need to go see about that, see about power armor. And if it's not obvious, not the power armor in Concord. So I already have a right arm. The right leg I do not have yet. I mean, I've never had that before. I'll give it a shot. She sells a Dictol as well. If you catch an addiction you do not want. Red Rouge, ew. More purified, well, it's a little expensive. Bobby pins if you wind up needing bobby pins. I have no idea what this is for. I'll buy one. She actually has access, and fairly inexpensively, to some... Oh, I gotta remember. There's another... And there's two right there for actually less than... Like, this is one nuclear material. There's two at a slightly better price. I definitely want that. And just have a block of concrete. Crystals? Don't think I need crystals now. Maybe later. Adhesive is regularly good. Gears. Gears are, again, there's an inexpensive way to get gears. Oil. An expensive way to get oil here. High power magnet. A less expensive way to get nuclear material. Hot plates. Circuitry. Circuitry can be used. 2 oil for this. And the problem is I'm starting to use up all of the money, aren't I, effectively? Telephone. More inexpensive circuitry. Typewriter. Gears. Did she have it? Oh, you know what I kind of really do need are ammunition for my... And the beauty of it is that the flip side of it is ammunition's also good for money, effectively. Okay, so ammo, and I need 10mm rounds. Not at that price, though. 5 each. I mean, if I was a Charisma build, this would be a lot less expensive. But I'm not. I'll buy 20 rounds. That still gives me 50. I will accept that trade. And now I have 50 rounds of 10mm. Hey, the Brahmin is coming back. I'm trusting that the scavengers got involved in the fight down below. I think it was food that I needed, correct? And I'm running a little low on it. I didn't see any meat that I would want to buy from her. Okay, while I am still dressed to the nines, let's go deal with these 2 vendors, and we'll see how it goes. Wish me luck on this. I'm going to need it.
We had a deal, Trudy. Hand over the goods. You owe us.
I ain't giving you poison shilling chem pushers anything.
This
Whoa.
this could get me
My
killed,
boy.
as a heads up.
This doesn't involve you.
Looks like you got some trouble. I could help.
Help? What are you, some kind of hired gun? Or maybe you can talk some sense into Trudy over there.
Sure.
I'll talk to her. Maybe we can work this out.
Appreciate it. If things go sideways, we'll back you up.
Okay. Where is she? She's right there.
I saw you in that poison cellar talking. Well, he ain't getting his money. Period.
Okay, I'm going to try and end this peacefully. If it doesn't end peacefully, I need to get the hell out of Dodge, because this will go real sideways real quick.
Look, you owe them money. If you just pay them, then this will be over. Everyone walks away without getting hurt.
I got a better idea. You take care of Wolfgang.
Oh my gosh.
I'll pay you 100 caps to put a bullet between his eyes.
Wow. Which vendor do I want? He deals in drugs. She deals in stuff.
All right, Trudy. I'll get rid of him.
Thank you. I'll back you up from here. Go get him.
Okay. This did not work out at all the way I wanted it to. Unfortunate. Let's get armored back up. Actually, let's put the... Okay. And yes, I know that I'm retreating at the moment. I believe... Actually, wait. There we go. That. Yes, perfect. Where's he at? Ah, crap.
Think a Commonwealth boy's gonna
Get him, dog meat. Oh, there we go. Couple clean shots on him this time. Unfortunate.
Paying off.
If persuasion works, you can get both of them as a vendor. In this case, again, I believe Trudy is the better of the two vendors. You know what? I didn't even finish leveling up from earlier. Well, that went actually much better than I thought it might. Okay, first of all, I need to be doing some leveling up. And very specifically, I think I want to grab Aqua Boy in this case. And now water... And now water's a non-issue at this point. Let me put the Charisma, my formal wear back on. I'm just realizing this. At the very least, this gives me a complete set of leather armor now. So, that's a good start. Trudy. Oh, there's Trudy. Where's your son? Did her son die? Let's see what's going on. Let's talk to her.
I can't wait to see the crows feeding on that scumbag. Here, this is for you. Now, if you ever need to trade, my shop's open.
Gonna be okay now?
Things covered from here?
Yeah, it's gonna take my son a while to get off the chems, but we'll make it. We always do. Now, let's get back to business. You need anything for the road?
Let's find out.
Sure. Let's take a look.
A little bit of everything.
Okay. Some of this I do not recognize. Some of this is absolutely from, like, I mean, nice ideas. Armored outfit. Oh. Yet another military backpack. Okay. I This one's a short. This one is... I don't need that. Don't need that. I mean, are those any... Ooh, okay, that's a good start. So I won't need that now. I really don't need those. I cannot remember why I might need melon. And of course, well, you know what? I have another gold bar. Let's actually sell that at this point. And I should have one left after that. An armored damage resist is 15. I think that'd be all over the body effectively. Do I want it though? Now, army helmet? That's tempting. Boiled leather chest piece. I wanted to say she used to have a suppressed... Yes, right here. That is a suppressed weapon already. Kind of a free silencer, effectively. Oh, and a tactical 10mm pistol as well. I can't afford it, can I? She is I hate to say it, but she is a much better she is a much better vendor than the other person, and if you have to choose, the way I just had to, try and save Trudy here. Mole rat meat. Here's the one problem. I kind of need more ammunition already. I do have 360 as well. She's got a fusion core I could buy. Let me see if there's anything else I have. Now, here's the thing. I could go back, and I have before, where I could go back, grab some of my stuff, come back, trade with Trudy. Go back, grab some of my stuff, go back, trade with Trudy in that case. I don't want to be doing that to anyone. I don't want to be doing that to you, the viewers. That I want it. Today is supposed to be a bit of a... Today was supposed to be a nice, boring, let's grab some resources from Red Rocket. Let's grab some resources from Sanctuary. And here I am having fights down the road from there in this case. A lot of these resources I don't want to get rid of. 45 ammo, I want to say I wind up using it later, and I cannot remember for what exactly. Oh, ooh, that's expensive meat. This is not. And it's light. Being able to travel light is very important here in the Commonwealth, as it were. I don't know why, but for some reason I really believe I need to grab more ammunition again. Okay. I actually am liking, despite losing a vendor right there, I'm actually liking how this run is turning out. I got a nice suit. I should actually put my armor on while I'm thinking about it. I think I can wear the undershirt under. I'll have an extra point of luck. Very good for... I mean, that's a lot of... How do I look at this point? I absolutely look like I'm a wastelander, as it were. Absolutely look like I'm in the Commonwealth in Fallout. Okay. Oh, is that another... Who is that? It is another scavenger. Whoa. Okay. Those guys did not join the fight with Preston Garvey. Interesting. If you're playing survival, I highly recommend keeping your head on a swivel like this. Higher perception might be nice. I gotta tell you, having a high endurance, though, almost a necessity. For anyone that might have missed it at the beginning of the game, in terms of my special perks, I don't even know why I have a 12 at the moment. It must be something that I have on. Barbarian. Oh, that's for extra damage. And you may have noticed just from this one fight that I started getting into. First of all, I've noticed the damage. Not that good. That's something I definitely have to work on. But welcome to survival mode. And I'm playing this permadeath. One life, one chance. That's it. Sometimes I make these games so hard on myself. I do not remember if there's another encounter that might happen or if this should still be the same one. Again, for those of you who've played this game, arguably many, especially if you have played Fallout 4 many times, I highly recommend skip Concord once, skip the Minutemen, see how it goes. Now, of course, later on, I have to play the game kind of in a specific way at that point. I'm kind of okay with that, though. Discovering Concord and actually, like, this is not that big of a deal. Oh, it started that quest. No, thank you. That's a quest that's going to sit in my log, maybe right up to the end of the game. It is getting late. I don't have a generator going here yet, do I? I appreciate how any of these stations store all of my junk, please. Boom. All of it's put away immediately. Either later this run, I may finish up before that, but at some point I'll show you what I use these for. And again, this might insta-kill me, at which case, at that point, I may just go back into a nice normal, like, for me, nice normal is still a permadeath survival run, but I am doing it. For you viewers, if you're watching this, for you, I am doing this slightly differently than I've done in the past. And it's been years since I've done this. This bamboo hut did not exist. This is an anniversary edition thing, apparently. What else can I clean up out of my inventory? I kind of like that. But there's no armor value to it. That's... okay. This is me going through... I don't even... oh, it's a quest item. Okay. I can't even get rid of it out of my inventory in this case. Here, let's improve how this looks. And see how the night goes. Oh, I got ill even. Okay, on survival mode specifically, you can get ill. I highly recommend, especially here at the beginning, try and find antibiotics as soon as you can. There was a first aid kit up there. Slightly higher luck helps with this. Over in Sanctuary, there's a number of first aid kits. And actually, because I made this up here, I should be able to... okay, now I'm properly hydrated. When I take the antibiotics, I don't remember what happens, but... yeah, just like stim packs. Thirsty again. Still parched. I appreciate that this is not dirty water. If this was dirty water and my radiation was just going up and up and up, I would not bother using this. The benefit from using it up here, of course, is the fact that it's up here. I have a nice advanced turret protecting the one end, and actually, I have a basic turret. Didn't I make... I could make a third turret, couldn't I? I'm positive I could. You know, I actually don't like the t-shirt look. this is me being a little petty. Let me see. It's absolutely me being petty. I know the jumpsuits. I can wear them with the normal Vault 11 111 jumpsuits. What is this? Charisma. These are both charisma. I will be. I still don't feel like a jumpsuit. Athletic suit, can't wear it with. Can't wear it with the drifter suit. Harness. Harness. I might as well just be wearing the t-shirt at that point. Here. Let's go classic. Did I not sleep? I thought I just slept. What time of day is it? Now I have to remember where I can check the time of day. 3 a.m. I do like the view from up here as well, I'll admit. It's another reason that I come here to Red Rocket. Okay, I can actually... Let me trim the fat, as it were. Let me trim my inventory just a little bit more. And I need to build myself a better rifle, effectively. Don't need to be carrying that. Charisma item. Dressing to the nines, let's call it. Because that's what immediately comes to mind. Did I have... I didn't really get any... No, I did. Didn't I have any squirrel meat that I just picked up? Thought I bought some. Maybe I didn't. Okay. Let's see what I can do with this. First of all, yeah, no. I'm overthinking this. Let's see what I can do with this. Powerful receiver? Absolutely powerful receiver. I would like to do a long light barrel. I need adhesive. I need duct tape or glue or some such thing, and I think I need it for anything else I might want at the moment. Okay, actually, can I take... When you're working on the weapons in this game like this, you actually can... By basically, I've taken the... Well, actually, I just took the barrel off of that one. If I take the stock off of this one, now when I swap over to the suppressed weapon, I should be able... Yes, I have the mods off of the first weapon that now I'm able... Ooh. I have one thing of glue. I can make a short scope. This is supposed to be the beginning of a sniper rifle. It's not pretty. It's definitely post-apocalyptic. But here's the beginning of a silenced sniper rifle as well. I need to remember how to do the favorites menu. Okay, so boom, boom. Okay. Favorites menu. Quick ways to access things. I don't want to activate that yet. That can go into my inventory. Favoriting things. How about I put the pistol at the top and the sniper rifle to the side. And now... Let's see how far I get for... Not bad. Not bad. But I think my food situation is getting low at this point as well. And yeah, my food situation is definitely getting low again. Okay, arguably what I consider the most dangerous part of survival is coming up, and that's going for power armor in this case. So at this point, I will call it a wrap on today. Hopefully your evening is going well. Wish me luck in doing this. Find your inspiration.